Hello and welcome to week 18 through 20 of Jen's 30/30s. Week 18 was Irish Fest, which, as you know, I was the chair for facilities, and so that basically took up a big part of my week. But during that week, I was able to meet some very good men who put their heart and soul into Irish Fest, and that was Denny, Mo, and John Boy. And these guys were awesome because they worked around the clock, and there was a lot of work that needed to be done. And let's face it, these hands that I have are made for typing, not for hard labor. So thank God they were there, and Irish Fest could not have happened without them and people like them. And these guys work without so much as needing a pat on the back or any recognition. And so I thought that they were pretty awesome people, and I'm glad I got to meet them. Also, I made gumbo that week, which took forever but was delicious. And in that gumbo, I had okra, which I don't believe I've ever had. So we're counting that as a dish and a new food. Week 19, I had a corporate interview for the first time at an insurance place that I applied for. And corporate interviews are pretty nerve-wracking. I didn't expect to have so many questions that I couldn't even comprehend. But I'm glad I had the experience, and I definitely learned something, and I'll be more prepared for the next time. I finished a book called Moonwalking with Einstein, and that book was great. It was my friend Bo actually had referred it to me, and it's basically about using ancient memory techniques. So one of the things that I had learned from that book is called a memory palace, which basically is taking something like your house or a street that's familiar or any place that you could walk through, physically walk past, walk through. And then if you have a list of things that you need to remember, you place it along that path. And usually you make it a very vivid memory, or like just something that's kind of stands out. And anyways, it works really well because the list they gave me at the beginning of the book I still remember weeks later. So I thought that was pretty cool. Weeks, months, I don't know, it's been a while. And so that was interesting, and I hope I can learn to apply it because these techniques are difficult and they take time to be any good at. Also, I applied at Jenny Craig and as well as a small business in my area. So I got two new places I applied for. I had a friend call me up and suggest a book for me. I didn't know it was a children's book, but he said it was his favorite book. My friend Al had done this. Anyways, it's called There's a Monster at the End of This Book. And so I read that. So we're going to count it. And I went to a bar in Chicago called Dinger's, which was a nice place because my friend that took me there seems to know a lot of people there, so it was a good time. And then week 20, I made a tilapia dish, which I've never had tilapia before, so that's a new food. But then I also made parmesan crusted tilapia, which was delicious, and we're counting that as a new dish. So there you have it. That is week 18 through 20 of Jen's 30/30s. Wish me luck on the rest of my project, and I hope I see you next week.